What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Cris Style
Mo.
Podcast, episode 93. Big Energy Monday. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Hope everybody's having a good day, whether you're at work, you're at home, whatever you're doing. I hope you're having a good day. We got a few topics to get into. NFL training camp is coming up. There was a riot in the Copa soccer thing this weekend, and we're gonna break down the AFC South. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Hold on, thing tripping. That was weird. This thing tripping. Cris Style Mal Podcast, episode 93, Big Energy Monday. Uh, hope, what's going on, Ma? How you feeling, man? Having technical difficulties over here, man. We just got messages from Twitter saying that we can't go live.
Oh, word. Hey, man. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Minus, Twitter trying not to let us succeed, I guess. You know what I'm saying? From the looks of it. How you doing, though?
I was doing fine just a few minutes ago. This stuff started messing up on me.
Nah, man.
Um,
It's another beautiful day. Another beautiful day.
yeah. All right, man. We gotta get into these topics. Hold on, my computer's acting up now. Want to do all this when we go live? Of course.
Hey, gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? Nah, yeah, we live, man. We having a little technical difficulties, man. Give us a couple minutes, man. We trying to source things out right now. That's what happens when you go live. Our apologies, man. We'll get this thing going. Big day, big day. Um, so if you're just now tuning in, we are having some technical difficulties, but we're gonna be talking about a wide range of stuff. AFC North, Copa America, they had the riot over the weekend, and some other topics as well. Usual.
All right, my bad, people. They ain't tripping. All right, man. Let's talk about this ESPN 2024 top 10 quarterback list.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it up right now. All right, so we got Patrick Mahomes at number 1, Joe Burrows at number 2, Josh Allen number 3, Lamar Jackson number 4, Stafford number 5, Justin Herbert number 6, CJ Stroud number 7, Aaron Rodgers number 8, Goff, number 9. Dak Prescott, number 10. Mr. Maul, do you have a problem with this list?
Uh, I do, and I do, I do. Like obviously, like look, we're gonna leave Patrick Mahomes alone. Your boy deserves to be number one.
Mm,
There's no doubt about that. I would drop Burrow just in the sense of with all his injury problems. I would probably put Lamar Jackson at number two. I get it that he hasn't really proved anything as far as like him coming through in the playoffs, but Lamar Jackson in the regular season, he's been one of the best. He's been up there with Patrick Mahomes. He's gotten his Baltimore Ravens to top seed plenty of times. So like with that situation, I would definitely have him up there. I'll wait till he comes back. I gotta see the list. He's still having technical difficulties. That's why we all need to invest in my man and getting a better computer.
you hear me?
I hear you now. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Uh. Yeah. Can you put the list back up?
Yeah. Sorry for the technical difficulties today, people.
It's all good. I think Jupiter's lined up with Mercury or something. Could be problems.
All right, there you go.
All right, all right. So as I said, I think Joe Burrow should not be number two. I got Lamar Jackson number two. As I said, I would drop Josh Allen down. I would probably put C.J. Stroud. Just from what I've seen, I would probably have him top three right now. I would also have Jared Goff in the top four. Uh, Josh Allen, I'll probably have five. Joe Burrow, I'll probably have six, and then Stafford, Herbert, Aaron Rodgers. With his age, I would probably not have him in the top 10 right now. I'll probably have Dak Prescott, and then I would probably honestly probably put Brock Purdy just with his consistency and what he's been able to do with the 49ers. I get it. A lot of people think that he does have a lot of pieces around him, but he's put up some really great numbers, man. So I can't sit here and deny that. So I get Joe Burrow as a talent. He is amazing, but I do have injury concerns with him. So I just honestly can't put him top two. Josh Allen, I get it, man. He's a top three talent, but he kind of aligns with me with the sense of like I gotta see it a little bit more. I could definitely see him in the top five for me with Josh Allen, but he this is gonna be a kind of what we're gonna get from him. He had the pieces around him with Stephon Diggs and all that. Now he's gonna have to bring these receivers up. Let's see what he can do. So I wouldn't be mad with Josh Allen staying at top five, but Joe Burrow, I would probably drop him out of top five for right now, just with the injury problems.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would actually have Lamar Jackson higher. I think I put Lamar Jackson at number two. You can't
I
be a
would have him.
two-time MVP and not be at least number two on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll probably have Josh Allen number three. Number four. Uh, I probably, I probably Joe Burrow. I put Joe Burrow at number four. I put Joe Burrow at number four.
I would put C.J. Stroud. I
I'm,
would. I
I'm
get
not.
it's only been 1 year, but Joe Burrow, like he's only given us one good year in the span of three, like
Mm,
with his injury problems. Like I trust CJ more on the health tip as far as just right now, but that would be kind of like I
I
guess
would
my
say, I say Bill gave us two. Yeah, 1 year he went to the Super Bowl. Then the next year he went to the AFC Championship game. So I would say he gave us two. So I'm putting Joe at four. Excuse me. I'm gonna keep Stafford at five. I'm putting C.J. Stroud over Justin Herbert. I put him at six.
why wouldn't you have Jared Goff over Matthew Stafford?
Mm, I think
I get it. I get it. Matthew Stafford won the Super Bowl. I get it, but
I think
if you
he's
really look
done.
at it, Jared Goff has low key been the better quarterback than Matthew Stafford the last couple years.
Mm, I mean, I guess so. I don't know. I just think Maverick Stafford's better. That's just me.
Would you have Brock Purdy top 10?
I don't know because I don't know if I got Brock. I mean, I know he made it to the Super Bowl. I get it, and he made it to an NFC Championship game. I'm not mad if you put him in the top 10. I
Okay.
get it.
Okay. Would you still have Aaron Rodgers top 10?
No, I
I
think
don't
he
have.
drops out because I'm thinking it's like I'm even mad Jordan Love is on this list.
Yeah, no, Jordan Love should probably be on this list, but I get it. I get why. Look, at the end of the year, yeah, you would probably put him in there, but the beginning of the year, Jared Love didn't, Jordan Love didn't look top 10 ish. Like at the end of the year, he looked more comfortable in it. I gotta see how he does. Can he consistently stay doing it? You know what I mean? Like with CJ Stroud, I saw it all year.
Yeah,
We knew right from the get with CJ Stroud, like, and he was consistent even in the playoff run, even in the games that he did lose, he still looked really good. I'm not mad at anybody on this list. I would say Aaron Rodgers got to go. I just think he's just old, and I don't know if you're gonna get a full season out of him again. I'm not mad at Dak Prescott. I know a lot of people talk mess about Dak Prescott, but numbers wise, he's a top 10 quarterback. We can't sit here and deny that.
yeah.
Um, I agree with you. Lamar Jackson should be two. I didn't have Josh Allen top three, but I guess you could. I would. I guess you would put Josh Allen top three. He's really been a top three quarterback.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think of anybody else who should be competing for. Would you? I know. Tua numbers wise, you would probably say top 10. I wouldn't personally put him up in there.
No.
Um,
Trevor Lawrence.
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have Trevor Lawrence up there. I would probably put Justin Herbert up ahead of Trevor Lawrence. I got to see a little bit more. Um, trying to think who else is out there. Um,
Oh, see
Damn,
it, bro.
dog. That's it. That's
Because
it.
it's a because look, you
I
got
still think people sleep on Kyler Murray. I get it. He had his injury,
yeah,
but I
but
think
he got to.
on Kyler
I
Murray.
mean, you got to mark him for that. So until he shows consistency, I can't put Kyler Murray on no top 10 list. So then you have
What about Jalen Hurts? Where's Jalen Hurts
same
at?
thing with Hurts. Like, what? Let's be real. Hurts had one great year, and then it was a drop off last year. Now it wasn't all his fault. I give you that. He was hurt last year. I think losing that Shane Steichen hurt him a little bit too, because the system that they was running, I don't think it was, it didn't mesh well with him. So um, we'll see.
But that's kind of like my argument with Joe Burrow. Like Joe
Yeah,
Burrow only had one good year. Yeah, he got to the AFC Championship game too as well. I get that, but for the most part, man, he starts off hella slow and he can't stay healthy. So
you know,
and then on top of that, he has all them weapons surrounding him. So like, what he's gonna look like without T Higgins is just Jamar Jack and Jamar Chase. I'm not saying Joe Burrow ain't a really good quarterback. Like, don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna go on that same, statistics with Kyle Murray and all them, like, you gotta do it the same with Joe. Like, I get it. Kyle Murray hasn't gone to the Super Bowl. I get that. I understand that. But you gotta throw injury history into some of these cats as well.
no doubt he's been injury prone. I'm not denying that. But as far as we talk about Justin Herbert or CJ Stroud, like let's say for example, if CJ Stroud goes to the AFC Championship game this year and Burrows gets knocked out in the first round, there's a conversation to be had.
Yeah.
There is a conversation to be had if CJ Stroud is better than Joe Burrows.
Mm-hmm.
I know Bengal fans, if they listening to this, they gonna be like, well, "How dare you?" But
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
we got to start saying. And hopefully, this doesn't happen. Now, if he gets hurt again this year, there's another conversation we got to start having about Joe Burrows.
For real. For real.
Yeah,
Not for real. I love Joe Burrow. I love Joe Burrow. Like, I love his, like, I love the way he is as far as like the mannerisms he brings to the football field, the leadership he brings to the football
Mhm.
field, his play style. We saw it in LSU days, but let's call it spade a spade. He's had talent from the get with with LSU and with this squad. So, you know what I mean? I think there's just some answers that need to be seen. Like, we've seen Patrick Mahomes being able to elevate other receivers. Like, we've seen Lamar Jackson be able to win with no receivers. Like, we've seen Josh Allen, like, he had Stephon Diggs, but for the most part, he hasn't had a all-star crew like Joe Burrow has had. You
Right.
know what I mean? So it's just some questions. Like I'm not trying to throw no shade on him. I know this probably puts a smile on your face with your Bengal hate, but but
Give me all
I'm
the
being
Joe
I'm
Burrow
being
hate.
I'm being realistic. Like if anybody says
Yeah,
I'm lying, like I think that's a realistic take to have. You know what I'm saying? With Joe Burrow.
and there's another part of this. Like, let's be real. I mean, if I want to jump on your side as far as his great season, let's talk about those great seasons.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of injuries in the NFC North that year, especially with the Ravens.
Yeah,
They
yep.
was eating off a lot of bad teams that year, and
Yeah, that's
even
true.
in the playoffs. Let's talk about it. The game they played against y'all. First of all, they got
Could
they
have lost
counted
that.
the they
Could have
counted
lost.
the, they counted a touchdown that shouldn't have been a touchdown in
That's
that
a fact.
game. The
That's a
one with
fact.
It was that T Higgins.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
that wasn't no touchdown.
That
The
was a
ref
fact.
blew the whistle.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Dead.
fact.
So that game might have went, and it was still a chance for you guys at the goal line to win the game. It's just Derek
That's another fact. That's another fact.
Carr, mess it all up.
That's
But
true.
still, like, let's talk about it. Then let's talk about the Tennessee Titans fumbled that game.
Yeah, that was a low scoring game anyway. So Joe Burrow didn't really do much in that shit.
Tannehill lost that game.
That's
He
true.
had opportunity after opportunity to win that game, and he
That's true.
lost it.
That's true.
And then let's talk about it. Yes, they beat us, but it wasn't because of Joe Burrows. It was because we collapsed in the second half. We was terrible in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
We had ample opportunities to win that game. So, and Joe Joe was not that good in that game. He
No.
was decent in the Super Bowl. He was decent, but he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't that good. So
Yeah. And
we just talk.
he has slow starts every year.
He does. He
Like
does.
they always go 0-3. You know,
Mhm.
he throws like 2 TDs, 8 interceptions. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like we got to see it. Like honestly, this is the last full year they're gonna have with these receivers. You know what I mean? With the T Higgins and Jamar Chase combo. Like we all know the writing's on the wall with T Higgins. Like he's gonna go out on his sword with his Bengals team, but you know we know he's not gonna be part of that team next year.
Don't be
They have
surprised
some.
if he's an in-season trade.
Wouldn't be surprised about that at all. But he's on the team currently, so we're going to speak like he's like that. What's currently happening right now,
Right.
and then let's look at that defense. That defense did not get any better. There were already rumors about certain players that were asking to get traded and be off that team. So that just puts more pressure on them. They lost Joe Mixon. As far as like what they had, I know we're going to get into the NFC North here in a little bit, but just kind of like talking about the whole conversation, man. It's just look, man, Joe Burrow. I love Joe, bro. Top 5, I don't know, man. I just said I've seen more consistency with Jared Goff. I've seen more consistency with Dak Prescott. I've seen more consistency with Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. I've seen more consistency with Brock Purdy. Like, let's call a spade, man. That's just the reality of this situation. Like, I think Joe Burrow has a lot of pressure on him this year. I think Trevor Lawrence has a lot of pressure on him this year. I think Justin Herbert has a lot of pressure on him this year. Just with the accolades that these 3 gentlemen get, you know what I'm saying? Like, they get praised as if they're top 5 quarterbacks, but we have not got consistently top 5 quarterback play amongst like other players that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like Aaron Rodgers would technically still be a top 10 quarterback if it wasn't for his age and his injury history. That's a fact. So, and then that's not including all the new quarterbacks that we got in this league, the Jaden Daniels, the Caleb Williams. You're hearing amazing things coming from both of those camps. I know the Patriots are really high on Drake May. I know you're not a fan of Will Levis, but we got to give him an opportunity. He showed some glimpses of what's up. So, and then we got to see what I get. Russell Wilson is older, but he did not play that bad at all last year. We got to see what he does with the Mike Tomlin team. They could look pretty good depending on how Russell Wilson comes out the gate. So, look, man, we can be honest, man. The quarterback is getting deep. It's getting deeper now with the way the league is progressing now. And then we start talking about these situations with all these rule changes and all that. Offenses should be really winning this year. They really should. So there's really no excuses for Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert or any of these other quarterbacks kind of starting slow. They should kind of start fast. It's more on the defense. What defense is going to be the one that is able to get the grips of these new rules? You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be the team that can literally be head and above the shoulders of the rest of these other teams. You know what I'm saying? Like these offenses should get off the gate really fast, with the hip drop tackle and all that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. let's talk about the NBA Cup group reveal.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. Let me see if I can bring up the list. NBA. All right, so pretty much the obviously it's called the Emirates Cup, the in season tournament. So they just released the groups for the upcoming season. So I'll read them up. For the East Group A, we have the Knicks, the Magic, the 76ers, the Brooklyn Nets, and the Charlotte Hornets. For East B, we have the Bucks, the Pacers, the Miami Heat, the Toronto Raptors, and Detroit Pistons. And then in the EC, we have the Celtics, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Chicago Bulls, the Hawks, and the Wizards. So for me personally, right off the bat, this really just proves how weak the East is. Honestly, like when you really look at these groups, like Group A, like it's really gonna come down to the Knicks and 76ers. And I give the Magic like a decent chance because they got a young group, especially with Paulo Banchero. They got some signings with Contavious Caldwell Pope. So
Yeah.
that they should give them some kind of competition. East B, it's really gonna come down to the Bucks and Pacers for me. I don't think Miami Heat really have a chance. I get Jimmy Butler and Adebayo are still on that team, but I think they're missing a lot of pieces. I'm not really big on Tyler Hero right now, so we got to see what's up. But they'll always give a fighting chance. And then the group with the Celtics, it's easily the Celtics. Like, come on, man. Like, no one's really going to compete. So that's my kind of thought process on that. Do you have any thoughts on the East side?
I agree with you, man. It's pretty much coming down to the Knicks and 76ers.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree with
yeah.
you and the Celtics. So it's pretty much them three that would be pretty much competing on the East side. For the West, it looks totally different. So on the West, Group A, you have the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Clippers, the Kings, Rockets, and Trailblazers. Group B, you have the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Phoenix Suns, Los Angeles Lakers, Utah Jazz, and San Antonio Spurs. And then West C, which I think this is like a true gauntlet right here. You got the Denver Nuggets, the Dallas Mavericks, the New Orleans Pelicans, the Golden State Warriors, and the Memphis Grizzlies. I think with this, it just shows you, again, on the flip side, on the West, how deep it is. Like on the West group side, you got to compete with the Timberwolves. You still got to compete with the Kings. The Rockets have a young and up and coming team with Ime Udoka. And the Kings are always going to, especially with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, you finally have a closer on that team to pair up with De'Aaron Fox. The Clippers, they're kind of like, they'll be tough with a Ty Lue team. A Ty Lue team will always play tough. It just remains to see if Kawhi Leonard is going to be able to play
Mhm.
on the floor on the court. But it should be a tough group. West B, you got the Oklahoma City Thunder, Phoenix Suns, and the Lakers. I think the surprise could be the San Antonio Spurs with Victor Wembanyama and his progression. I think they're going to be better this year. I'm not saying they're going to be title contenders. They might be able to compete for a play-in spot as far as like with the playoffs. But if we all expect the kind of leap that Wembanyama is going to get, especially playing in the Olympics, man, it could be huge with the addition of Chris Paul and all that. With the Lakers, Thunder I think are the head and shoulders the best team in the West. Me personally. And then West C, I think this is just ridiculous. Like, Nuggets, Mavericks, Pelicans, Warriors, Grizzlies. We're gonna get obviously clear up. We're gonna get the Klay Thompson against the Warriors matchup real soon because obviously with the matchups with the in-season tournament, we get those right beginning in November. So I think the West group that's gonna be must-see TV as far as like with all the groups, man. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the West is going to be a dog fight, man. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can win that side. So, with the Timberwolves, you got the, Thunder, you got, your
Yeah,
team, Lakers, Denver. Like, it's a gauntlet over there, man. So,
absolutely.
that's
Get
going to
y'all
be a
back.
what? Yeah, that's going to be a way more of a dog fight than the East,
Mhm.
man. So, anybody can win that side, man. It's going to be interesting. Should be a good in season tournament like it was last year. So,
Should be.
uh, we'll see who will survive. Can your Lakers repeat as NCAA season tournament champions?
Well, we shall see, man. We will really see, man. It should be really good. As I said, you get you add the Grizzlies on there with getting John Morant back. We know the impact that he can have on that squad. So,
Yeah,
man, it should be fun watch for sure.
yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's talk a little soccer.
Yeah, man.
Copa America had a little riot in Miami. All these people with no tickets, man.
Just a little bit. Yup.
Ramshack in the stadium,
Mm-hmm.
going through vents and stuff, man, just to watch some soccer. Man, what is going on in this world, man? NFL would never. No, I just play. I'm just playing. What's your thoughts, man? I
Hey,
don't really
man.
watch soccer. I'm disclaimer, no disrespect. I respect the sport, but I just don't watch soccer.
I'll be,
So
I'm a big fan of international play soccer. I haven't gotten into like the localization as far as like LA Galaxy, and all that, but I do follow a lot of international style soccer. With this riot, man, it just kind of shows me like, look, man, yo, man, these Spanish people, Latin people, Colombian people, Argentinian people, you could tell who came across that border, bro, because they found every nook and cranny on how to get into that stadium, bro. They were going up in vents, they were hopping walls, like, what I mean? Like this is the true definition of them being
man,
immigrants, man.
I'm
I
gonna
love
have to do it. I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on who got the worst fans, soccer fans or NFL fans.
I
Maybe
think it's soccer. Well, see, here's my whole, and I was just making fun about the whole immigrant thing. I love y'all, but that's the reality of it, though. Y'all know every nook and cranny and how to get into fucking some, and I respect that. But let's be honest, bro. Like, you're starting to hear conversations about, especially within the soccer community, that America doesn't know how to host big events and all this stuff, and that we should be embarrassed, and that we have the World Cup in 2 years, and that America isn't going to be ready, that we should be embarrassed that we didn't have the proper security staffing to manage something like this. Let's be honest, bro. America has hosted huge events every time. Super Bowls, festivals. We've hosted Olympics before. We hosted a wide range of big events. This isn't an American issue. This is a soccer fan issue. This just doesn't happen in America. I've seen it happen over in Europe. I've seen it happen over in Latin America, South America, and Brazil, and all that. We've seen it happen in a wide range of international spots, man. Luckily, I don't know any reports, but hopefully no one died or anything like that or got seriously hurt. But I've seen reports of stampedes and all that killed 30 people in soccer stadiums and all that. And we get it. The passion of soccer. A lot of these fans are really passionate about their teams. They're really passionate about their cultures. They hold up these soccer players like gods, idols. Look how they look up to Messi and all that. Like Messi's literally the Michael Jackson of soccer, bro. Wherever he goes, he's getting hounded. You know what I'm saying? So, and then especially, you put these two big conglomerate soccer franchises in Colombia and Argentina in Miami, in one of the most populated cities for South American individuals. Like, bro, you're gonna get excitement, you're gonna get craze. I do feel bad for the people who did buy tickets and weren't able to get into the stadium. I do feel bad for y'all. Hopefully, Commonwealth and them can fix that issue and all that. I don't agree how they stampeded and trashed the Hard Rock Stadium and all that. You start seeing pictures of all that. It just is what it is. But that whole dialect on how USA can't manage and can't host big events that's just BS, man. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing, man?
yeah, man. Like I said, man, it's a crazy issue, man. And them soccer fans, they get crazy, man. Fighting each other, beating each other, killing soccer players and stuff when they don't win. It's all bad, man. NFL would never.
Like, let's be real. If you want to have the
We be
conversation
fighting
right
too.
now, like NFL fans aren't worse. I low-key think college football fans are worse than NFL fans. You really think about it. If you're in the sport, like football fans are bad. I would say within America, football fans are probably number
49er fans, fans.
Philadelphia fans, Raider fans. I think any fan.
I think ever since y'all went to Allegiant, y'all not as
It's
bad
not
as
the
those.
same no more. I get the Oakland Mystique and
Coliseum fans.
Yeah. Now that's because it's Oakland residents. Like, but it still get rowdy though, because a lot of LA
Shanks out.
a lot of LA fans do come out and support the Raiders in Vegas. So you still get that crowd. It's just that, yeah, it's not the same no more, like in a sense. So, but you still see it. You still see problems every now and then with inside the Allegiant Stadium. You do. You see it in Philadelphia. We talked about Philadelphia. You see it with Commanders fans. I'm sure it happens with Chiefs fans. I'm sure it happens with Giants and Jets fans and all that. That Upper East Coast is crazy. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Steelers get active. I don't know about Texans and Cardinals and all them. Like y'all ain't got the aura like the rest of us.
He ain't got the aura. Damn.
You know what I mean? Y'all ain't got the aura like we do. So
our
that's
fans is regular and bums. You know?
Minnesota fans, y'all can't say nothing. Tampa Bay fans can't say nothing. Cincinnati fans, y'all can't say nothing. Let's call it spade. I get it. Cincinnati, Ohio, I get it. It's a rough city in some capacities in Ohio.
They fan base is bums.
Fan base, all right, man. Yo, relax, bro. but overall, y'all don't have the same stigmas as a Raiders fan base or a Philly fan base or a Niner fan base. I low key think if I had to choose any fan base that is the worst, I'm saying it's the Niners. I think it's the Niners fans. I think them cats just don't care, and I've seen stories of them knocking people out into a coma for 4 months and all that type of stuff. A lot of people think it's the Raider fans, but I low key think it's the Niner fans or the Eagle fans. Those are top two as far as like I say the most ruthless ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
49er fans, y'all crazy.
Yeah, y'all are crazy. Respect though. I love all my Samoan people though,
and most of them are my friends.
I got a lot of friends who are Niner fans. Yeah, Bills fans are crazy in their own right, but I don't think not in like they're gonna fight you, beat you up. They're just crazy fanatics, like they for their team though. Like they'll dive in fire tables
people
and shit.
With chicken wings in their mouth.
Yeah, pour mayo or ketchup on their head or something. I don't know, but they wild, they crazy. Great fan base though. Bills got a really great fan base though. They do.
Chiefs fans would never.
Bruh, what y'all do? I like y'all don't even seem that scary.
We cook ribs and barbecue. That's what we do.
Ribs and barbecue.
We tailgate. Come over to the tailgate, grab you some of them, get you one of them links and one of them chicken barbecue chicken and them ribs.
I still personally got to see if y'all do have the best barbecue though. I don't know.
I gotta see we win all the competitions. Is all I'm gonna say.
All right, man. We'll see. I'll see what my taste buds say. I've tasted North Carolina barbecue, Texas barbecue. Mm-hmm. I had Memphis barbecue.
They cool. They cute.
Oh, they cute. Oh, word. Y'all, you would go in them cities and say that, boy. I know you wouldn't. Oh, okay. You holding tight. All right, bro. All right, man. I gotta try to.
All right, man. We ain't got no surefire bets today because ain't nothing going on today. So,
but shout out to Surefire though.
But shout out to Bet Us, man. Still go to the app, to our website, and our Twitter page. Unfortunately, Twitter's not up live right now, but go to our Twitter page or our YouTube channel. Click on the link, the Bet Us link. This is for first-time bettors and people using the website for the first time. You sign up, put in Join 125 in the promo code section. You get 3 risk-free bets and 10% gambler's insurance, man. So go on, Bet Us, make you some money, man. Shout out to Bet Us.
Well, I'll say this. Who you got in the home run derby? Would you bet your boy winning the home run derby?
Oh tonight? Yeah, I throw a little money on Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt
plus 425, baby.
425. Who's the favorite? Ain't it homie from the Mets? Ain't he won like 3 years in a row or something like that?
I think so, something like that.
You gonna watch it? You gonna watch it tonight?
What time is it?
I think it starts at 5.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I went to the movies, man.
Oh yeah. You taking your family. That's what's up.
Yeah. So. Yep. All right, man. Let's talk some boxing, man.
Let's do it.
Boots Ennis.
Yeah.
He had a fight this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Had a TKO in the 5th round against Daniel Everseen, I think his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were complaining, saying he got hit too much. I just think he didn't. I don't think he respected dude in his power. You could clearly see that. His timing was a little off. He ain't been in the ring for a year, but still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just think he didn't respect the dude's power. Because I think if he had hit him and caught him, I think he would have tightened up a little bit on the defensive end. But he was hitting him with some shots, man. And now he knocked him down in the fifth round. And
Yeah.
his corner threw in the towel. Said, "Nah, we good.
Hmm.
We good. We
Hmm.
got that the check cleared."
Yeah.
But the Turkish Prince and Eddie Hearns, but the Turkish Prince, he had this to say on Twitter. I know your stances. When the contract signed, Turkish Prince be making shit happen.
Now he do. He's a great track record right now.
He said, "I just reached out to boxer Jerron Enos and
Mhm.
Eddie Hearns to congratulate him on his win. I would love to see Enos in fight with Crawford at weight 154
Mhm.
soon."
Mhm.
What are your thoughts, sir? Do you still want to see that fight?
So I'll start off with this. I did watch the fight. I thought Boots looked impressive. I do got to give. I'm not gonna butcher his name, but I do got to give Homie a shout out, man. He did take a lot of hits, man. I get it. They did throw in the towel. You know, what was it that? What round was that? Seventh, sixth round, or something like that. But
It was the fifth. It was the fifth
fifth
round.
round, yeah. Either way, but I think after that low blow, kind of woke him up a little bit, and then he kind of took charge a little bit, and he hung in there the best he could. But we all know the end result with Boots and all that. I do agree with certain people that he did get hit a lot, and I do understand he was not in the ring. He hasn't been in the ring. This is his first fight in almost a year. So I do understand that he's still trying to figure out the timing, but he did none of all. He did look impressive. Shout out
Mm-hmm.
to Philly, man. I know that was like their first fight in a long time
They turned
in
out,
Philly.
man.
They turned out, man. So shout out to them. I'm
15,000.
yeah, it was great. It was great showing, man. It was live. Man, and shout out to Boost, man. He was finally able to put on a show in front of his big fan base. So ain't nothing but love for that, man. As far as like with this Boots and Crawford thing, yeah, I would still love to see this fight if they can make it happen. I do. I again, with all respects to the Prince and all that, I do not want to see this fight overseas. I would prefer to see this fight, in Vegas, or if Bud feel froggy in Philly, go on enemy turf and whoop his ass type shit.
Yeah,
He will never do it. I get it. He will never do that. But
yeah.
but that would say something if he was like, "Yo, fuck it, I'll whoop your ass in front of your own fans." Like, you got to give him respect. I don't know if he'll do that. I'm not gonna say he won't do that, but you never know. But at the end of the day, would love to see this fight. I still would have Bud Crawford being the favorite. I would still have Bud Crawford winning this fight. I think I don't think Boots has fought anybody like a Terrence Crawford. I think he needs to fight another fight. I would love to see him fight Errol Spence. I would love to see what he would do against an Errol Spence type of fighter. But I still don't think he's ready for Bud. That's just me personally. With
I think
respect.
he should fight Virgil Ortiz at 155. I know he said before that he wants to get all the belts at 147. He already got one belt. He wants to get the rest of them. I get all that, and he'll beat all those dudes. And
Yeah.
I ain't gonna name them guys. He'll beat them. But if he moved up to 154, him and Virgil Ortiz would be an interesting fight. That would be a really good fight. Both of them are young fighters, up and coming. Now, Virgil Ortiz has a fight August 17th. He was supposed to be on the
Crawford
he was
card.
supposed to be on the Crawford card against Tim Tszyu.
Mhm.
But Tim Tszyu had to pull out because of health reasons. So he's fighting on the 17th. I think that would have been a good fight because Virgil Ortiz, he's an aggressive,
Yeah.
fighter, going to come forward, try to hit you, knock you out.
Mhm.
So I think that would have been a good fight for him at 154. Even if Tim Tszyu can get healthy, him and Tim Tszyu getting down, Boots and Tim Tszyu would be a good fight.
Yeah, it'll be a good fight. Yeah.
If you could beat Tim Tszyu, then now we cooking with grease. Let's go. Another fight that I wouldn't mind seeing: Erickson Lubin versus Boots at 154. I'll
Yeah.
take that fight. That would be a good fight.
That would be good.
So, and because Boots is he's a tall 147 fighter, like
Powerful too.
yeah,
Powerful.
yeah. He did them punches, man. He was
Yeah, he's
that
just
dude.
as quick, if not quicker than
Yeah,
Boots. It's just different, bro. I think he needs to. Not to cut you off. I do apologize
yeah,
about that,
yeah, man.
but I just think he needs to fight better talent.
Yeah.
Not saying that I need to see anything. I think it's more for him. Like, get used to fighting better talent, so that you can get ready for Bud. Because I think that would be the ending result that we all want to see, is him fight Bud Crawford minus Crawford fighting Canelo. I think that would be probably number 2 on the list that everybody would want to see. Crawford fight would be Ennis. Yeah, I just say it in that sense that I think he needs to just fight better talent, like some that's gonna scare you, that will scare like there's potential you could lose this fight type of style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, man. Let's talk some WNBA, man.
Yeah,
Hometown hero, Aja Wilson,
yeah.
best in the league right now. But is she the GOAT of women's basketball already? Um, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Now, she's on her way. The trajectory is there.
Mm-hmm.
She's a two-time NBA champion,
Mm-hmm.
one-time MVP, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, six-time All-Star, three-time first-team All-NBA. But I got three players that are over her currently.
Okay.
Number one, Cynthia Cooper, two-time MVP, four-time champion, four-time Finals MVP. Now she's only a three-time All-Star, but she's three-time scoring champion,
Mm-hmm.
four-time first-team All WNBA.
Yeah.
Number two, and she might be number one, but number two, Maya Moore, four-time champion, one-time Finals MVP, one-time MVP, six-time All-Star, five-time first-team WNBA, and last but not least, Deanna Taurasi, three-time champion, two times Final MVP, one-time MVP, 11-time All-Star, 10-time first-team All WNBA, and she was a Rookie of the Year. So I got
Yeah.
those three players over there. I think all three of those players, you can make an argument for them being the GOAT for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But I think AJ Wilson is on the trajectory to be on this list and have an argument. If she wins this three-peat, she will be in the conversation. Definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
We could claim for her being a GOAT in the WNBA for sure.
No, yeah. No, I agree with you. I just think it's a great conversation, especially the way that she's been playing. To me personally, I think she's already locked up MVP for this year. Me
Yeah,
personally,
yeah.
I think the bigger question is to see if the Aces, which they are rolling, they're getting back in the groove.
Mhm.
As far as like with the championship three-peating, I think it's going to be really tough this year, especially with
Yeah.
all these teams coming up. Connecticut Sun, New York Liberty, Minnesota Lynx. Everybody's giving a tough out against these Aces, bro, because they're the standard. They're the standard. You know what I mean? If you want to do a comparison, I'll big up your team. They're the Chiefs of the WNBA. Let's call it space. They are look, like don't get it twisted though. Y'all not winning this year. Bro. Y'all not
Oh,
winning. But my Aces have a really good shot though. But no, I agree with you though. I think if she's able to capture a third MVP, another Finals MVP, and a third straight chip in a row, I think she's definitely in. I think she's in the conversation now. I just don't think I agree with you. I don't think she's ahead of Diana Taurasi. I don't think she's ahead of Cynthia Cooper. I don't think she's ahead of Maya Moore. I think she's kind of competing in the Lisa Leslie, Lisa
Candace
Leslie,
Parker.
Mika
Candace
Connection.
Parker.
Candace Parker area. I think she's in there right now. Um, but when you look at like people got to remember Cynthia Cooper, bro. She won four champs in a row. I thought was it 4 in a row or 3 in a row, something like that. I think she won 3 in a row, and then I think they won another one. But as I said, she averaged 21 points per game. She was 45.9% from the field goal. She was hooping. Diana Taurasi, I always compared her. She was like the Kobe, MJ of the league when she first came in. And then Maya Moore, let's be honest, if Maya Moore didn't quit the league all of a sudden, her numbers would have been way better. And who knows how many more championships that she would have gotten or MVPs, man. So low key, she low key should have been the greatest player of all time. But God bless her. She was able to, get her man out of jail, and then they fell in love. So shout out to them. But man, shout out to Asia, man. She's having a great year. I know it's getting lost with all the Caitlin Clark stuff going on. Caitlin, shout out to Caitlin Clark. I'm giving her little flowers. She's been playing a lot better. So I give her a shout out. I'm excited to see the All-Star game with the Olympic team versus all the All-Stars with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and all them. I'm excited to see that game go on. But Angel Wilson, she's coming for that crown, man. She's coming fast. And let's all remember, this is only her 5th year. She's only been 5 seasons in the league, so she has a long year ahead of her. And then just what she's able to accomplish in just that short amount of time just speaks on how great she is and the trajectory that she's heading towards.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Shout out to Asia Wilson, man. Shout out to the
Yeah,
Aces, man.
2K cover too. Shout out to her. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. NFL training camp, man. Tomorrow. Well, I don't know if how it is for your team, but my Chiefs, the rookies show up, the
Okay.
quarterbacks and the injured players, and then Friday we got the veterans. Sunday they got practice, and then I think Tuesday is when they put the pads on. So,
Nice, nice.
it's almost here, man. Football.
It is, man. It's almost
Almost
here.
here, man.
Yeah, I think they report the 20th.
Okay.
I think they start reporting the 20th. So, man, it's exciting times, bro. I know we're kind of in the doldrums of sports, man. Ain't nothing really going on, but minus the home run derby, some soccer games that finished out, and we're getting ready for the Olympics and all that. But man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, man. I just wish that I'm gonna say this, man. Say a nice little healthy prayer. I wish this for all teams and all players. I just want everybody to get through a healthy training camp. I get it, sport. There is going to be some injuries. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. I would love to see. I know it's not possible, but I would love to see, for the most part, a healthy training camp, a healthy preseason for a lot of these teams, so we can all start on the right foot. Now, hopefully, fan base gets deterred right away before the games even start. Man, I want everybody to go in healthy. I want the best team to win against the best players and all that. I don't want no excuses this year. I get it. The last couple of years, there's been some shit here and there, but overall, man, I do wish everybody a healthy training camp, man, for all the players, no matter what team they're on, man. And man, let's get this season started, man. I'm ready for fantasy. I'm ready for all that. So,
what are some of the storylines that you're looking forward to with your Raiders?
obviously, the biggest storyline is the quarterback play. We got to see how the Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew battle goes out. Obviously, with the whole situation with the receiver on Netflix, there's gonna be a lot of noise around Devontae Adams. You're hearing the whole thing with Aaron Rodgers trying to recruit him, to play again. And obviously, you're hearing rumors about if the Raiders start off slow, then there's a strong possibility that the Devontae Adams could get traded and all that. So, there's a couple things, but I think if we just stay locked in, I think this defense has a lot of promise with Max Crosby, Antonio Pierce. He's got the energy back in the building amongst the players and that fan base. I'm really hoping that we can start out pretty strong here. I get our schedule's a little tough in the beginning here with, we got the Browns, Steelers, and we're on the road at the beginning of the season. But hey, man, I'm excited, man. Those are going to be some of the storylines that I'm going to be kind of watching.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm looking. Of course, I'm looking forward to seeing what Xavier Worthy looks like out there, because he missed most of the OTAs with a hamstring. So, see how he looks catching passes from Patrick, of course, and how he looks, with the other receivers. Also, the number 2 corner. I want to see how that battle goes. You know what I'm saying? See who wins that job. And of course, the other half of the receivers. For sure, I know Hollywood, Rasheed Rice, um, and probably McCole Hardman are a lock in. But the rest of the receivers, I think it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think those guys will be battling it out for that. Those 4 or 5, 6 spots. I don't know how many receivers because we don't know Rasheed Rice situation. I don't know. Are they waiting for the case to get settled or whatever?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that might not happen. And by the time the season starts, so they might not make a decision on that. But depending on that situation, they might keep 6. They might keep 7, just in case. That Roger Goodell just say, I ain't waiting for this, man. Here, you get 6 games, you get 8 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that would be interesting battle to see for sure.
I'm also excited to see how our defensive line is. I mean, like the progression of some of our younger guys, the addition of Christian Wilkins. I'm really excited to see the growth of our defense. Look, this is probably the best news for you, so that way your players can stop getting in trouble. So this is probably the best thing for y'all. So y'all get training camp. Finally, Andy Reid can start reeling these guys in, man, and y'all ain't got to worry about them. You know what I mean?
No more trouble.
Mischief, I guess.
Mischief.
Thuggetry.
He ain't thugs, man. Just Negroes with money, except for
Hey man, hey.
butt kicking. Butt kicking, not Negro, but still.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. It's time for Maul's movie review recap. You saw Longlegs, the anticipated horror movie thriller
I did,
with
yeah,
Nicolas Cage.
I did.
What are your thoughts, sir? Without any
Uh,
spoilers.
No, I'm not gonna speak on any of the storyline. I do highly recommend everybody to watch this movie. There are a couple people, who kind of, were kind of talking about like, oh, like I was expecting this to be the scariest movie of all time. Like, look, y'all, I got to get off that premise. When I first watched the trailer, my whole kind of feeling about it was it gave me a lot of Seven vibes. Like, yeah, there were moments where it kind of like, there were some scares and all that, but for the most part, it was definitely it was definitely a thriller. Um, a lot of I love the way it was shot. The opening scene was amazing. I thought Nicolas Cage played that character beautifully. He was definitely deranged and all that. The storyline was amazing. It literally left you suspense every angle the camera had you thought something was gonna happen every moment. When the character was walking in these buildings and doing her investigations and all that, it left you in such an intensified kind of like emotion. You know what I mean? Like you're just in anticipation, like you think something's gonna happen. It was great. Overall, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. As far as movies that I've seen this year, I think this is probably the best movie for me personally that I've seen this year, this calendar year, not all time, but this calendar year. This is probably one of the better movies I've seen, the best movie for me that I've seen this calendar year. So I highly recommend it if you love that kind of like Seven vibes, a little bit of horror type of thing, some criminal, psychological horror type of stuff. I recommend it for anybody. I think the movie ran probably about an hour and 50 minutes or so. So it's not that bad of a watch. It's not a long watch. But I think you're going to be highly entertained throughout the whole entire movie. So I do give it a must watch.
For sure. For sure. Check it out for sure. All right, man. With the spirit of NCAA college football, EA college football 25 coming out today. Well, for us, you know,
7 minutes. You know what I mean?
us deluxe guys,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
the
mean.
standard was it 69.99 guys
Yeah,
out there. Y'all got to wait till what, Friday?
Friday, yeah, Thursday at like 9. Yeah,
Ah, well, us guys, we about to play the game as soon as we
right
get
when
off.
we get off this motherfucker, I know I am.
So we're gonna do our. I'm gonna just put top sports because I can't come up with a top five right now. So I'm just gonna, shoot off some top sports video games. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you got a top five list already. So
Yeah, I don't. It's in no order. Trust me. It's hard to put these in order. I'm not gonna put them in order. That's just doing too much. But my top 5 games, and I do have some honorable mentions too. But I'll do my top 5 for right now, and then let you do yours. Fight Night round 4. I think we both probably have this on ours. I got ESPN NFL 2K5. That's probably one of the best football games I've ever played. NCAA 14. Obviously, that was the last college football game, but it was really amazing. College Hoops 2K8. I used to play that religiously for me personally. And then Madden 2004, Michael Vick on the cover, man. That was probably one of the more fun Madden games I've played. What about you?
Hold on. Which one was that one? I was like, okay, of course I'm gonna say NFL Blitz,
Blitz, yep. I was in my honorables.
NBA Jam,
Honorables, yep.
classic,
Classic.
Tecmo Bowl.
Classic. A cheat, all you gotta do is play with Bo and you win. So that's pretty much it.
But they only like two. Didn't they only like one play?
Pretty much. And that shit worked every time.
Uh, who else? What else? I'm with you with Madden 2004.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the best Madden of all times.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to put one of these NBA lives on here.
NBA Live, I think the one with Vince Carter on the cover,
That's what I
that
was
was
thinking.
probably, it was that one or Jason Kidd, one of the two. But that one was amazing. When you could do the slam dunk contest and 3 point
Yeah.
and all that, that was one of my favorite. I think it was Jason Kidd. It might have been 2003. Might
Yeah.
have been that one. I think it was NBA Live 2003.
But
That
yeah,
one.
and that's just to name a few. There's so many sports games.
Yeah, like
Game NFL Game Day '98.
99. 99 was the
Well,
one.
'99 probably was better. Yeah,
99 was the
you're
one.
right. You're right. What else? NFL Street.
NFL Street. I was a big fan of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I loved that game when I was a little kid. When I was kicking with the homies, we used to play that a lot. WWE SmackDown. That one was really
How
good.
can I forget?
WWF No Mercy.
No Mercy.
I was a big fan of FIFA 23. I get it. That might not be everybody's favorite as far as the FIFAs, but I love that FIFA. I played that religiously. Um, Ready to Rumble, the Dreamcast. I love
Mike
that game.
Tyson's Punch Out.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I think they had like an Evander Holyfield game. No, the George Foreman game. No, I had it on the Game Gear. That shit was
Yeah.
fire. That shit was hella fire. Um, what else? I tried playing some of the UFC games. I was never really good at them, but I they were good. They were really good games. It's just I was never good at the UFC. I couldn't get a hold of the whole grappling system and all that, so I never really played it too much. I kept getting my ass whipped and choked out, so I kind of stopped playing that. What else?
I'm gonna give Wii Sports a little shout out. You know what I'm saying? Wii Sports
Sports
was
was
fun.
fun. Yeah, Wii Sports was fun. Wii Sports
Bowling and the
was fun.
baseball
Yep, yep,
and the
yep,
golf.
yep, yep. The PGA 2K, that one's good if you like the golfing. That one was good. SSX, was it snowboarding one? That shit was fire. I used to play that a lot back in the day. Man, it's a lot of sports games, man. I think recently it's been kind of like dull just based on the situations of the NFL giving all their licensing to EA, so you're not having too much competition. Hopefully with college football coming back, hopefully we can get some college basketball back. Hopefully college football can start making Madden be a lot better, because if this game is amazing how I think it's going to be amazing, and so far for everything I'm hearing, this game is 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Just with the attention to detail, the gameplay and all that, it's fun to play. We all know the online is going to be really good. EA really does good on the online play. So, but hey, man, I'm excited to play, man. Moment we done, your boy locking in, starting my dynasty with my Gators, and eventually with the UNLV Rebels, man. So, and then maybe one day we can get this tourney going on, and maybe get my boy Cris Style. We can do some couple matches on Twitch or something like that in the future.
What's up, sir?
What's up, sir? How you doing, my man?
Thank you for joining the live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate the love, and yeah, man. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get it going, man. I really am.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You playing today? I know you got your movies with your
I'm
kids.
trying to jump on real quick, man. To get
Okay, you gonna start your dynasty real quick? What you gonna do? You gonna do your Mizzou Tigers, or you gonna do UNLV? I see you wearing the UNLV colors. I don't know. You gonna do UNLV? What's up?
I'm gonna do Mizzou.
Okay.
I'll do
Right off the
UNLV
bat.
later. I might just make me a college up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Team Builder is gonna be available Friday. I read that, so it's not available today. It'll be available Friday.
Later. I'm just saying later down.
Got you. Yeah. What you gonna call your school?
I don't know.
My man. What was Romeo's college? ICBC college or something?
Everest, man. You talking about
Mount Everest.
Everest, man.
No, okay. Hey, but man, shout out. No, what's up?
What's the one? Phoenix.
Oh,
University of Phoenix.
University of Phoenix. Hell yeah, boy. You know what I'm saying? Get your degrees and all that, boy. Top of the line, CSN. I might do College of Southern Nevada. I might do that.
Oh, you gonna do CSN? Hey, Bryce Hopper went there.
D2 school, you know what I'm saying? But man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody, man, who's gonna get the game, man. Start doing some online competitive against some of the watchers, some of the viewers. So.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's break down this AFC. I put NFC North.
Oh.
It's AFC North. My bad. Do the NFC North on Wednesday. All right, man. We're gonna start off with the Browns.
Let's do it.
So they added Jameis Winston, Darius Smith. They actually re-signed him back. Jordan Hicks. They signed quarterback Tyler Huntley, defensive tackle Maurice Hunt, second, running back Deontay Foreman, running back Naeem Hines, and safety Rodney Cloud. Uh, they lost Harrison Bryant, quarterback Joe Flacco, uh, linebacker Anthony Walker Jr., and defensive tackle Jordan Elliott. And some of the notable draft picks are, they drafted defensive tackle Michael Hall at Ohio State, offensive lineman Zach Zinter out of Michigan, and wide receiver Jamari Thrash out of Louisville.
Yeah.
Uh, with the Browns, it just comes down to one thing, man. Can Deshaun Watson, can he give me 80% of what you used to be?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can give me 80%, then this Cleveland Brown team could be dangerous.
Yeah.
They had one of the better defenses last year, and they kept most of those pieces and added to it too. Um, they got good offensive pieces too, with adding Jerry Judy to be
Mm-hmm.
the number two to Amari Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Still got Njoku. Nick Chubbs, see if he can come back now. I just saw Nick Chubbs squatting some
Like
heavy weight.
580. It was like
Yeah.
580, something like that. Yeah.
So that knee seemed like it's all right. We'll see though. It's different when you're running. But if he could do all that on that knee, then yeah. If Nick Chubbs could be Nick Chubbs, and this team on offense could be dangerous with that defense, the Browns can definitely challenge for this division
Mm-hmm.
and give every team in this division a run for their money. So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts, sir?
I totally agree with you on your entire sentiments. Deshaun Watson needs to kind of find his way as far as like trying to reignite his career, man. He went through a lot of issues, self-inflicted on his own. You know what I mean? There's no sympathy for him in this corner over here for what he had to go through. But at the end of the day, he did get paid one of the best contracts in the NFL of all time. He a fully guaranteed contract, the one and probably the last one for a very long time. Unless if Patrick Mahomes asked for it, I'm sure he probably can get it if he really asked for it, but he probably would never do that. But yeah, nah. And then obviously Nick Chubb is a big thing. It was very promising to see the video of him being able to do what he's able to do after that horrific knee injury that he suffered last year. So I'm rooting for him to get back. He's definitely a big piece to that team to make it go. There's really no excuses for this squad. Like they have one of the deepest rosters out there. I think competing with the Eagles and the Niners and teams like that, where talent wise they should be one of the best, man. I get it. This division is going to be ruthless. This is one of the more physical divisions in football. But if Deshaun Watson can be, as you said, anything like 80% or above, this team should be successful. This team should be competing for a title. This team should be competing for a number one seed. This team should be competing for all that, all the above. You know what I mean? So, look, Kevin Stefanski, I know he's been there for a minute, but, there's some pressure on him too. Um, you know, so can you get Deshaun Watson going again? Can this team stay healthy? That's another thing with this team. They got to stay healthy too. So it's gonna be interesting to see with this team. But yeah, Deshaun Watson needs to start out fast. There's no excuses for him anymore.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, man. Let's talk about Cincinnati.
Your team, your squad.
Play with me.
Hey man, low key, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I did see him. He had like some Cincinnati sticker on his car last week. You know what I mean?
Okay. We're gonna go to the boxing gym, man. You and me. You and me.
Hey man, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I might have to do that to your car one day though. Just put a little on that shit.
Don't do that, man. Yeah, I'll find your car and put all kinds of cheap stickers and stuff on it.
Oh, word. That's crazy. that's crazy. My bad. Go ahead.
All right, man. Cincinnati Bengals. They added defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins, tight end Mike Gesicki, running back Zach Moss, safety Geno Stone, and safety Von Bell. They lost cornerback Chidobe Awuzie and defensive tackle Jonah Williams, and I think they lost DJ Reader too. and they signed offensive tackle Amaris Mims from Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
defensive tackle Chris Jenkins from Michigan, wide receiver Jermaine Burton at Alabama, defensive tackle McKinley Jackson at Texas, tight end Eric All at Iowa, quarterback Josh Newton out of TCU, and tight end Tanner McClellan out of Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, can Joe Burrow stay healthy? And some of the pieces that they lost on defense, can they recover that from that too?
Mm-hmm.
But the Bengals, this is probably going to be the last year for T. Higgins. Will one of these other young receivers, losing Tyler Boyd, will one of these young receivers step up? They signed Charlie Joyner last year. I think he's from Purdue. And then they got what's his name? Jermaine Burton from Alabama, who some say has all the all-star qualities. Wasn't really used right in Alabama because of the quarterback play. Um, but can he emerge possibly as somebody in this offense? So
Mm-hmm.
that's the question. Can they finish the job? Can
Yeah.
if Joe Burrow stays healthy, can they finish the job and get to a Super Bowl? As much as I hate to say it, they have challenged the Chiefs. They're one of the few teams that look the Chiefs in the eye and say, "We're not scared of you. We'll play
Mm-hmm.
you whenever, wherever, whether it be in Cincinnati, you know, Arrowhead. We're gonna play you, and we're gonna match you." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And those games always come down to the wire. Nobody blows out nobody. It's always a nail biter. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I can't stand them, I got to show them respect. So um, that's what it comes down to, man.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah, we all know this is a big year for Joe Burrow. Yes, I think there's some things he needs to prove to me personally. Can you stay healthy? Can you start off strong out the gate? Are you going to take advantage of this being the last year of you being able to have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase together? I'm curious to see where they're going to get their running game from. Is that offensive line going to be better? Is Joe Burrow going to continuously hold that ball and throw 40 times? Is the play calling going to be different? Like, how is that defense going to hold up? Like, I think there's more questions than answers on this team. I get you got Joe Burrow, but I think with how deep this division can get, I think this could be the worst team in this division. It could be. It's going to be competitive. I'm not saying the worst is going to be like 3-14. Like, it could be a 500 team, around there. I can see some situation like that, unless Joe Burrow goes on an MVP run and this offense clicks really fast, and they find a running game somewhere and this O line clicks together, and but that defense is gonna have to step up, man. They've lost some pieces on there on that back end. I know they got some young talent on there, but we got to see what's up, man. There was a little bit of turmoil in this offseason, as we talked about earlier, with some trade requests and some rumblings about certain situations. But overall, man, this is a big year for this squad. It really is. They need to start making some improvements, and just see if they can just stay healthy and make some progress, find some
Yeah,
consistency.
yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, man. Let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens. They won this division last year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they signed running back Derrick Henry to a 2-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
They signed offensive lineman Josh Jones. Uh, they also signed wide receiver Deontay Hardy. They traded for more. They traded Morgan Moses, their one of their tackles on their offensive line, to the Jets. Uh, they lost Odell Beckham Jr. too. They did re-sign Nelson Aguilar. They re-signed their defensive tackle Justin Inabike, outside linebacker Malik Harris, defensive line Brett Urban. They signed Josh Johnson, backup quarterback Calvin Noah. They signed him back. Cornerback Arthur Mullet. Um, Now they lost Gus Edwards, Geno Stone, Devin Duvernay, cornerback Ronald Darby, and they lost linebacker Patrick Queen, offensive guard Kevin Zeitler. They lost Jadavion Clowney. They lost cornerback Rocky Sin and running back J.K. Dobbins.
Mm-hmm.
So with this is finish the job, man. You
Yeah.
guys got the AFC Championship and had it at home and had the Chiefs right. Same thing I say to you is what I said to the Buffalo Bills. Now you guys are in a better spot than the Buffalo Bills, but
Mhm.
you had a chance to take out the Chiefs when they were at their worst.
Mhm.
They were right there in your hands, and you dropped the ball. Can't do that no more.
Yeah.
You got to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson, I love you, man. I think you like we just did the top 10 list. I got your number two player,
Mhm.
but you got to beat the number one guy, and you're gonna have to match him or outduel him.
Mhm.
So that's what the Ravens is finish the job. I don't care what you do in the regular season. I don't care. We're well past that.
Mhm.
It's get to the AFC Championship game and get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Bottom line, that's
Yeah.
it. Ravens.
No, yeah, I don't have any worries with them in the regular season. I think Lamar Jackson has proven time and time again that he's amazing in the regular season. I don't have any worries that this team is not going to be, tiling for a number one seed, division lead, making the playoffs. I'm not worried about that at all. When you kind of look at this wide receiving core, look, the big thing is can Rashad Bateman stay healthy? Like, can Rashad Bateman stay healthy? If he can't, you're going to need a lot from those two tight ends. I think Andrews and Isaiah Likely, that can be a deadly twosome as far as like tight ends. Derrick Henry being in the backfield, I think that will definitely help the running game. Not like the Ravens needed more help in the running game. That's been one of their better statistical sides as far as like rushing the ball. But with this team, I agree with you, man. This is all about what can you do in the playoffs? Can you show up in the playoffs? Can you seal the deal? Can you just show some kind of pulse in the playoffs where you look like how you looked in the regular season and you can bring that in? You know what I mean? Like stylistically, like the way they play football, physical, run the ball, that should work in the playoffs. That should work in any kind of weather situation. It just hasn't been the case. But I still have faith in the world in Lamar Jackson. I know some people were kind of worried about him losing some weight, him losing some muscle mass compared to what he looked like last year, but I think he'll be fine. Um, I'm a big fan of the Nate Wiggins pickup as far as like in the draft. I like the TJ Tampa pickup with Iowa State. Uh, Adise Isaac, I think I'm saying his first name right. If not, I apologize. The linebacker from Penn State. He made some plays from Penn State and all that. And the offensive lineman from Washington, Roger Rosengarten. I think that'll be a good pickup. But obviously, these are rookies, so we got to see how fast they're able to, just click with the system and how fast they can progress. But overall, man, I don't have any worries with this team until they get into the playoffs. So,
Yeah, for sure. My bad. I forgot to mention the drafts.
no, 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 you good, you're good.
All right, man. Yeah, like I said, finish the job, Steelers. I mean, Ravens. Now let's talk about the Steelers.
All right, let's do it.
They added quarterback Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
They had a linebacker Patrick Queen. They traded for Justin Fields. They traded for cornerback Dante Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
safety Miles Kilbrew, Deshaun Elliott, safety. They got Van Jefferson, wide receiver, Quez Watkins, wide receiver, Cordell Patterson, Dean Laurie, um, and then some of their losses. They traded Deontay Johnson to the to the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
What else did they lose? Can't find anybody. They released Neil uh, uh, Kanu Neil. I think that's how you say his name. They released Patrick Peterson, um, Mitchell Trubisky, but they should have been let him go. Um, and then in the draft, who did they draft? Pittsburgh's draft. Hold on. I didn't write the notes down on this one. I thought I did. Their first pick, they got tackle Troy Fontenot out of Washington, safety Zach Frazier out of West Virginia, wide receiver Roman Wilson out of Michigan, linebacker Peyton Willis out of NC State, guard Mason McCormick out of South Dakota State, defensive lineman Logan Lee out of Iowa, and cornerback Ryan Watts out of Texas.
Yeah.
Um, Look. the Steelers always make the playoffs. Somehow, some way, they backdoor into the playoffs because their defense is really good. They got some high end. T.J. Watt is the best player on this team. It's all about this offense. Can this offense form some type of identity? I know they like to run the football with Jalen Watson and Najee Harris, your
Hmm.
favorite player.
Hmm.
Um, but can they get the ball in George Pickens' hands?
Yeah.
That's the question. Can you
Hmm.
get him going with Russell Wilson? Can those two build a rapport? Maybe even Justin Fields. I don't know. But I expect Russell Wilson to be the starter going into the season. Maybe if Russell has a string of bad games, they switch to Justin Fields. But um, like I said, it's all about can Russell Wilson maintain this offense, get it rolling, have some type of identity to, you know, make people at the very least respect the Steelers.
Yeah.
You know, instead of them being the seventh seed and like they ain't got no quarterback. We ain't worried about that. If you can threaten with George Pickens and a few of the other receivers that they got on their squad, I think they'll have a chance to make some noise in the AFC. I ain't gonna say win the division, but definitely make some noise in the AFC.
I low key think this could be the team that wins the division. The
Hmm?
more I for some reason, man, like look, Mike Tomlin can get this team until 500 and sleep, even with a terrible quarterback play. Look, I get Russell Wilson isn't Seattle Russ, but he didn't play that bad last year. Let's
He
call
did.
it real. He did not play bad last year. You got weapon. He got. I think he can get Pickens the ball. I don't think that would be the problem. He was able to do that with DK Metcalf and all those other receivers that he's had in Seattle. He was able to do that a lot better last year with the receivers that he had with the
Jerry
Broncos.
Judy and Cortland Sutherland. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Troy Fanu pick on the offensive tackle, I think that's huge. That would
Mhm.
definitely help it out. I love the Roman Wilson wide receiver from Michigan. I
Yep.
love that pick. I do. I think
He
he
fits
could be a
them.
great slot receiver, pairing up with Pickens. You still have a fair move as far as like the tight end. He's a really good tight end. Um, you don't know what they're going to do with Justin Fields. I get people are, you got the rumors of him returning kicks. I think Cordell Patterson will be that. And Cordell Patterson, look, say what you want. I know he's a little old in the tooth a little bit, but he will always have the one or two moments where he changes the field or he has one of those big games, man. He's a Swiss Army knife, man. He can run the ball, he can play receiver, he can kick returns, man. That dude's an explosive guy. He has some,
Kansas City finest.
yeah, right. So you gotta look out for Cordell Patterson too. So um, I'm not mad at the Zach Frazier center from West Virginia. I'm not mad at that at all. So look, man, people gotta watch out for this team, man. Steelers will always play physical. You still got T.J. Watt, one of the best defensive players in the league. Competes with Max Crosby as being one of the best DTs, along with Chris Jones and all them. And it's just so deep. It's so deep at that position anyway. But he's one of the best.
Yeah.
So look, man, this team can surprise a lot of these teams, man, and win this division. If Russell Wilson can give them just somewhat a competent quarterback play, if he can do anything, if he can do what he did last year, I think this team can compete winning this division. I really do.
For sure. For sure. Interesting. All right, man. That's our full breakdown of the AFC North. We'll do the NFC North on Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, man. You got anything? Oh, we got flowers of the week.
Oh, flowers of the week. Look, I'm just gonna say it, man, because you already know what I'm doing when I get off. Shout out to EA. Shout out to college football is officially out. I can't wait to start playing this shit. Can't wait to start my dynasty, beat some cats on online. Shout out to them. And then I also want to give flowers to the Captain American trailer. I saw that and I was really pleased about that trailer. I was really pleased with what I saw. I know me and you kind of talked about that a little bit last week,
Yeah,
off camera. So I want to give my flowers to them, man. It looked like it's gonna be a really good movie, man. So those are my flowers this week.
for sure. I'm gonna give my flowers to a good weekend of hip hop last week, man. Some good albums that dropped last week, man. The new
Okay.
Eminem project was very good. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. You know what I'm
Nice,
saying?
nice, nice.
Got some good joints. Back to being Slim Shady as we all us Slim Shady fans love to hear. It was a good put together album with just him just trying to rap 100 words, 1,000 words,
Mhm.
and show that he could do that. It was actually a concept album
Yeah.
where it was actually, get you to a point. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to JID. The kid slid on that song and feel
Yeah, he's fire. No, he is fire. Yeah.
he smoked that thing, man. That kid, that was a good look for him. Shout out to Eminem for that, man. That's gonna open up his fan base for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, man, it was a good album. Common and Pete Rock dropped a little joint album together. It's a pretty
Okay.
good
I didn't know
album.
they
You know
did
what I'm
that.
saying?
All
Yeah,
right, I got.
yeah, yeah. It was a really good album. You know what I'm saying? I liked a lot of the joints on it. It's a laid back feel. Common, man. He laid back, so
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
sorry for the kids out there. No bops.
I'll
You
take a
ain't gonna
listen
no
to that.
bops. But if you're a pure hip hop head, you want some bars and some dope ass beats. Hey man, go check out that comment. Join Tech Nine dropped a collab album with all his artists and some other artists. He got a song with Killer Mike and Hospin and he dug up Fat Man Scoop.
Okay, okay, okay.
But he got some other joints on there with other rappers on there. It's a dope album.
Hmm.
Shout out to the homie Mickey Fax. He dropped the album too. Mickey Fax. He got a dope album too. So it's a good weekend for hip hop, man. Hip hop has been way better in 2024, man. There's been some good albums this year, man, and I'm
No
excited.
doubt.
Can't wait for that Nas and DJ Premier album. J. Cole, he still got to drop his joints. Kendrick got to drop his album, and we'll see if Mr. Aubrey is gonna drop something.
Yeah.
Even though, no, I'm gonna get to him in a minute. Um, so yeah, flowers of the week, man. Hold on, me show love. All right, man. Who's your good your hell no?
So I got two. I got John Jones. He just announced he got two misdemeanors. I can land him back in jail for a couple months, right before his big fight that's supposed to be happening in November. We all know the only thing that could defeat John Jones is John Jones himself. So it's just another thing that always happens right before he's gearing up for another big fight. Him and his brother have been battling some demons as of late. You know what I mean? So, hopefully he can get his stuff together. But, it's just another story, another long line rap sheet for John Jones. And then number two goes to Jordan Addison. He got arrested for DUI. Y'all cats still have not learned from the Henry Ruggs situation. Y'all still doing dumb stuff, man. Come on, man. Stop drinking and driving. Y'all make too much money to not get drivers. I'm sure teams even provide drivers and cars for you guys when you guys go out because I'm sure they don't want to see any of you guys do anything dumb. So come on, man. Get it together, man. Stop doing dumb shit, man. So those two guys get my hell no's of the week.
All right, my hell no. I got two. First one, and I don't want no smoke, Jay Prince. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, sir. But you got to stop doing this, man. You got to stop coming out threatening people, especially Cam and Mace, man. You thought Cam and Mace was gonna be scared of your threats?
Mm-hmm.
Dudes got killers all around them. Like Jay Prince, you gotta cut it out, man. You 60 something years old, brother.
Yeah.
I get it. You was trying to defend your fight. You was trying to defend Shakur Stevenson. But these little, notes that these little posts and stuff, you be coming out here trying to scare people like you the boogeyman. That don't work no more. These young dudes don't be scared of these OGs no more, man.
Nah, man.
These little 12-year-olds got the blicky now. And will shoot your head off your shoulders, man. They don't care about none of that stuff. So
Right.
do better, Jay Prince. Do better. You need to talk to Shakur, man. Tell him to sit his ass down somewhere. Negotiate. He need to be worried about who he gonna sign with next. That's what he need to be worried about, not the outside noise. I heard him talking at the Boots fight and
Yeah.
whatever, man. Just sign with Eddie Hearns or whoever, but you need to relax, sir. And my second hell no goes to Mr. Aubrey Drake. His little Instagram. He's still Instagram posting. Had his little, post about I guess it was a little Donald Trump flip or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not even giving the hell no for that. I'm giving him hell no for the shirt he had on.
What was the shirt?
Rap is a joke.
Oh, he really had that.
Yes.
I didn't even
He
see
had a
it.
shirt on that said rap is a joke.
Hmm.
Why is it a joke, sir? It's because you get your ass whooped. And all 2024, summer of 2024, you gotta hear people call you an aper. Huh? Yeah.
Nah, it's
If
pretty
if
bad if he did have that shirt. If he really
if
does have that shirt, that's
if
crazy.
if, if you had won, would it still be a joke?
Hmm.
So now you're disassociating yourself with the culture again. Read the room, Drake.
Yeah,
What
that's
are you
crazy.
doing, brother? Absol said that you had if you was a real MC, you could redeem yourself. Now it look like you trying to disassociate yourself.
Well, if that's the case, it kind of makes sense the route he's going with all these songs. You know what I'm saying? That he's releasing.
Terrible songs, by
You know
the
what I
way.
mean? So, um, I didn't see the picture, so I don't know. But
It's on
if
his
that's the
Instagram.
case, bro, that's insane, bro.
Yeah,
Right?
it's on his
That's insane
Instagram.
to wear a shirt like that, bro. Like you just pretty much sitting on everything that you built up on. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. Some people can handle it, some people can't. It's all gravy when you're winning, but when you start losing, bro, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, man. That's what I said. So, Mr. Aubrey, sorry, brother. You get a hell no.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
All right, man. All right, good people. Let's give a shout out to Glitch Energy.
Glitch Energy, man. Love to y'all, man. You know, y'all been rocking with us for a minute. Glitch Energy drink offers a wide range of delicious flavors to suit everyone's taste preferences, whether you're into fruity flavors like Maui Punch, Cherry Bomb, Blue Smurf, and grenades. There's something for everyone at glitchenergydrink.com. Only great, it's also great for gamers and workout warriors, but also for everyday people who simply need a boost of energy. It's a healthy choice that you can feel good about. Find more information on glitchenergy.com. Remember to use the promo code Cris Style Mal. Get 10% off any of your purchases, man. So shout out to Glitch, man. Use the promo code. Say that bread.
Right on. Whatever streaming platform you use to listen to your podcast, the Cris Style Mal podcast is available, whether it be on Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, whatever you do to listen to your podcast on, Cris Style Mal podcast. Go ahead and follow us so you can listen to all of our episodes from the recent ones to the past ones. If
Mm-hmm.
you're a first time watcher on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you could jump in the lives with us. You could talk to us about these topics that we're talking about, whether it be on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Uh, Hit us up, man. You know what I'm saying? Get in here and talk about these topics, man. We want to interact with you guys. So go ahead and subscribe.
Please do.
And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitch, whatever you use to do your social media on, Cristiano Mall is available. So go ahead and follow us. We will follow you back because we are some regular guys who just like to talk sports and music and other things going on in this world, man. So go ahead and hit us up, man. If you got a critique, a feedback, you got a question, a topic that you want us to bring up on the show. If we like that topic or question, we will bring it up. We will shout you out on the show because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up via DM, email, or even hit us up in the mentions, man. And we will hit you back as soon as possible. So go ahead and hit us up. All right, people. Shout out to those who are playing EA NCAA college football. We about to be on that joint in a minute. Hope you
Yup.
guys have a good rest of your day. We'll be back Wednesday. And ready to get into some more topics, man. Hopefully, some more stuff happens. It's been a kind of slow week, people.
Happy
And
college football day.
hopefully my computer ain't tripping. So
Yeah, that's all.
All right, people, we out.
All right, man.